Welcome back.
Welcome.
To the Porch Sports Podcast with your boy FONZ.
And with your boy QUAN. What's going on?
Man, shoot. No comment. I'm hurt. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
kiss a butt. Anyway, in the news. I'm sorry, my bad, America. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all for coming through and seeing us and listening to what we do. We greatly appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man.
And remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Kenny Claus might got something for you.
It might, but we got to get what we want first.
We got to get to the number.
We got to be on the good list. Can't be on the naughty list.
I'm trying to tell you, you got to get on the good foot now. Let's get going. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the news. First, I'm gonna go ahead and get the injuries out the way.
Yeah. I know it, Holy. Take your time.
Marlon Humphrey.
Another one bites the dust.
Torn pectoral muscle in the game versus that team with the piss yellow. He's out for the season. Adam Thielen, he's hurt. He's a long shot to play Thursday against said team with the yellow. But I heard today that Patrick Peterson coming back for that particular game. I don't see if that's gonna be an impact because I got Pittsburgh winning that game. But Ryan Fitzpatrick, Washington football team quarterback. He's gonna have hip surgery, and that is season ending. And of course,
he might be retired.
I think it's over. I think
it might.
I mean,
they ain't been them to go. They ain't been so great.
No, they ain't been having good luck with quarterbacks and lower extremity injuries. I mean, as you can remember, Alex Smith had a broke leg, and that went south quick. But thankfully, he got himself back together. He was able to come back and play a couple games last year. Also, Chargers wide receiver Keenan Allen is placed on the reserve COVID-19 lists. He has to get 2 positive tests between now and Sunday to be eligible to play.
Oh boy.
So, that, and as I learned this last week, that COVID-19 list means nothing.
No, you come back.
Okay, so let's get back to the news. We had a game last night, the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills, and if everybody that watched that game, it was terrible out there. The Northeast
wind.
Oh my goodness.
The wind, the snow.
So, and everybody knows that the Patriots ran the ball 46 times for like 200 some odd yards in that win, right?
And did it well.
Yeah. Now, of course the media is going to give Bill Belichick the credit that he deserves because, I mean, it's elementary basically. If the conditions are terrible,
you run the ball.
Pound the rock.
And it wasn't so much about how cold it was the wind, like that. The ball was gonna be all over the place. So
yeah, they had a kickoff that went up in the stands.
So
now the coach for the Buffalo Bills, Sean McDermott, come on down. You the next contestant on Why Did You Say That? He says he refuses to credit Bill Belichick for the Patriots win. And I quote, he says, "I don't think it's a Bill Belichick type thing." So the article goes on. The Patriots defeated the Bills 14-10 in Monday Night Football, Week 13, and what some have referred to as a masterful effort from Bill Belichick. Let's press pause. That was common sense.
Yeah.
So in a way, I kind of get what McDermott is saying, but at the same time, sour grapes. Come on, man.
He can't. I don't know. I mean, he's a defensive-minded coach, so it was just play good defense and run the ball.
And run the ball. I mean, that's December football anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, and I read an article. I didn't want to bring it up, but they talked about how Sean McDermott lost that game. One was his defense was terrible last night. Another one is he had an ill-advised challenge. He still continued to get Josh Allen to throw the ball in the wind. Like,
But Josh Allen got a big arm, though. He can rip it. I feel he tried to. He tried to.
Not to cut that Buffalo win.
He couldn't cut it. But you know, he could have. I don't know, man. Short passes probably would have worked better.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. Short pass, get the ball out real quick.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow says he thinks he's not going to miss games due to his finger injury. I watched that game up close. You saw a point on the sideline when Joe Burrow was trying to keep his arm warm or whatever, and he threw the ball and he was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, and then you saw his pinky. It was like, but I don't think he's gonna miss time, even though it's his throwing hand. I don't think he's gonna miss time.
They kind of need that finger to be all right because they already on the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So let's switch gears for a second. Let's go into some of the games that we found surprising. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump off with the aforementioned Chargers at Bengals game.
Yeah.
I think we both picked the Bengals. No, you picked the Chargers. I picked the Bengals.
The Chargers.
Yeah. So good pick there. I think I remember saying last week that that's one of those don't be surprised games. And sure enough, I really wasn't surprised at the outcome of that game. The Chargers defense, I have to tip my hat to them because wow. they
turned a lot of turnovers that game.
They turned the ball over. I mean, they got off to a hot start first and foremost. Justin Herbert, I didn't think he had it in him against that Cincinnati defense that, did what they did the prior week. But good game overall. I'm kind of glad they went in there and beat them boys.
Now, I feel like if it wasn't for those last few turnovers, the Bengals probably would have won because they did come all the way back and made it a 22-24 game.
Yeah, they came within two, but then you got a fumble return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
hey.
And they kind of fell off towards the end. But Bengals, they didn't lose their fight, though. They
stayed in.
Back. Yeah, they stayed in. So the score really doesn't reflect how good of a game that was. Like I said, it was a tough fought battle between the both teams. Both teams had a number of turnovers on defense. It was just a matter of who could keep a score and who could play better defense in the last half or the last quarter or whatever. So
right.
I mean, it was a good game though. I watched it. It was pretty good.
Overall, great. It was one of the better games from the weekend, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty good game. Yeah. So to kind of recap on some of the other games that we're not going to mention so much. So we already know that Dallas won against the Saints 27-17. The Cardinals beat the Bears 33-22. The Eagles beat the Jets 33-18. The Colts shut the Titans out 31-0. Of course, we just mentioned the Chargers-Bengals game. Buccaneers beat the Falcons by no surprise 30-17. The Giants lost 9-20 to the Dolphins. And the Detroit Lions got their first W.
I didn't even pick y'all to win, but
29-27 with a Jared Goff buzzer beater.
Go ahead.
That's a basketball term, but touchdown buzzer.
Walk-off touchdown. That's a baseball term.
Yeah, man. Jags lost to the Rams 37-7, and you seen that Odell actually got involved in that offense finally.
A couple of weeks in a row he's been getting involved.
Yeah, I think he had like 2 touchdowns last game. And, he had a 50-50 ball that he caught in the end zone, so that was pretty good. Washington, they are creeping. They 2 games behind the Cowboys. It's a possibility that the Washington football team can win this division if Cowboys lose 2 more games. That's crazy because Cowboys, they started off hot, and now they
fizzling off a little bit.
The football team is creeping up on them. But anyways, the 49ers and Seahawks win 30-23, and last but not least, the Chiefs beat the Broncos 9-22. Now, a game that we kind of put in the caption last week was Steelers and Ravens week. By surprise.
Yeah, no surprise.
We won 2019 against the Ravens, a rival matchup. It was a good game from our defense.
Even though y'all lined up off sides on that 2-point conversion. But go ahead.
All right. TJ Watt had, I believe,
3 sacks.
2.5, three sacks. 3 sacks. Currently leading the league in sacks, Missed 2.5 games, lead the league by two sacks, I believe, something like that. Got a 2-sack lead on some of y'all. Anyways, it was a good game. Now,
Myles Garrett coming for that one Sunday. Like, he gonna pass that.
We got the Vikings tomorrow, so we got it. So it was a good game though. I can't even lie. Like, I was pretty nervous when Baltimore was driving that last drive of the game. They was in our end zone, and they should have won it. If Mark Andrews would have caught the ball, they would have won that football game. No doubt in my mind. But Lamar Jackson showed some concerns. He's a little indecisive with the ball. He had a few plays, a few drives. He had Mark Andrews wide open. He didn't even see him. He was a little hesitant with throwing the ball to some of his open receivers. We did do well pressuring him. We did, even though he did escape a few times, but we did keep him on his toes for the most part. But there's some little concerns with Lamar Jackson, man. But overall, I feel like that was a pretty good game. And like I said last week, I knew it was probably going to be a close game. Historically, every year we always have a battle. I ain't gonna lie, that last drive though, I could hardly even move my body. Like, honestly, like I had a mean, like, I don't know whether it was goosebumps or what. Like, I couldn't even move. But I'll let you comment on that game if you would like.
I'm this close to being done with Lamar Jackson. And I can't even fault him, but I can. Because there was about maybe 3 or 4 plays I can remember where he had open receivers downfield and he was trying to force feed Mark Andrews. That game, there's 2 teams in the league I hate to lose to. That's Pittsburgh and New England. I can't stand losing to those teams, but it is what it is. I wish I could say we escaped out of the unscathed, but we didn't. I really feel like the Ravens season is over. I'm looking forward to the draft at this point. So, good job by Pittsburgh's defense. They took advantage of that.
Man, he found down.
They took advantage of a terrible O-line. I mean, TJ Watt didn't practice all week, and he looked like doggone Lawrence Taylor in his prime against that. I mean, good gosh.
Yeah. An issue, dog. He's an issue.
Ravens' offensive line is terrible. I've been saying it all year. It's just terrible. Lamar Jackson is playing dangerously because he had to basically carry the team for like 5 straight weeks. And now it's like all he's trying to do is play hero ball, and that's not necessary. Greg Roman needs to be fired because I called at least 15 of the plays sitting on my couch. Greg Roman got to go, and I'm mad that he's not gone by now. You have to put
mad at the whole franchise.
Honestly, I am. Honestly, I am, man. I'm upset at the entire franchise because what more do you want? How much more blood do you want in order to make change? You have to put. I mean, look. I was texting my boy because me and him, we about the only 2 Ravens fans in the world, in this side of the world. And I was telling him, I was like, I'm jealous of how Pittsburgh is running their offense because Big Ben's arm is done, but brother, he got the ball out quick, like quick slants. I didn't see nothing on the Ravens side. You got a receiver that can quick, that can catch that stuff. You just drafted a receiver that can do it. You don't use him. He gets no targets. So it's not a matter of how Pittsburgh won, it's how Baltimore lost.
Pretty much.
And I'm just,
Pretty much. So, do you agree or disagree with that 2-point conversion?
Now that I see, because I know I text you, and I was like, I would have just took the extra point. But then 10 minutes later, Marlon Humphrey is injured, and Harbaugh was like, we don't have any more corners. I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Well,
now
what
I
if
see the
y'all?
logic.
But the thing is, what if y'all would have won the toss and received the ball? With that drive that y'all had just put up against us
in Pittsburgh.
To just, but I'm just saying. but it's the same stadium though. Yeah, like the stadium changes. Y'all
was playing soft.
Yeah.
Y'all was playing soft for that last drive. I'm not gonna credit the Ravens offense for that last drive. Y'all backed away.
What?
Y'all backed away from us. And I'm sitting there looking at my wife and I said, baby, let's just throw the pick and let's go home. Like I was over the game. And all right, let's hypothetically speaking. We play for overtime, get the toss, go 3 and out. Now, granted, I'd rather have seen us lose in overtime. But it's like I agree with it, but I don't agree with it.
It was a gutsy call.
It was gutsy, and you right there. And 9 times out of 10, Mark Andrews catches that ball.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. It's just that 10th time he able to foul, and then TJ Watt was in Lamar's face like this, so Lamar had the sidearm.
Yeah.
And the ball was too far ahead of Mark Andrews for him to even do nothing. But even though the ball hit him right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, a couple weeks ago, my man caught a one-handed pass.
Mm-hmm.
Couple weeks before that, he caught a one-handed pass. Brother, make an effort for the ball. You are wide open. Just get out there, get it, and then drop your big butt into the end zone.
Yeah, he would have had it. That would have ended it. Yeah.
But, hey. It is what it is.
It was a good game though, man. It was a divisional game. It was pretty good though. Like I said, man,
it was highly improbable for Pittsburgh to win, but it was a great game.
This is just the rising climax for the last game in January.
Oh, y'all can get that one. Y'all gonna get that one too. We ain't got no defense.
That's all.
We ain't got no defense. But go ahead.
Moving on. So let's go ahead and do our week 14 pick'ems.
Yeah, let's go
ahead and get them out the way. We are moving pretty fast throughout the season.
Rather swiftly, if you ask me.
Season came and gone. So you got Pittsburgh at Minnesota tomorrow at 8:20. What you got?
Pittsburgh.
Thursday. I'm sorry.
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm going black and gold too. Pittsburgh. Let's go. San Fran against the Bengals. Who you got?
San Fran.
Yeah, I need Cincinnati to lose. If we win, Cincinnati lose, we at number 7. We need to get in them playoffs. All right, so y'all got 2 divisional games back to back away. I just went to Pittsburgh. Now y'all going to Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Baltimore at Cleveland. Who you got?
Cleveland.
I'm going Baltimore.
See, like I tell you. No, I'm
you said the same thing about Detroit. Now Detroit won.
Hey. Not with the corners that we have now. The way we injured. We two toe up. I don't see it happening.
Y'all not that bad. Y'all be all right.
Nah.
Jacksonville at Tennessee. Who you
Jacksonville
got?
at Tennessee. I'll take Jacksonville just because I don't like Tennessee. Yeah, I'm biased. I don't like y'all.
All right, Vegas at Kansas.
That's tough.
I'm gonna take Kansas. Kansas have won. Look, what?
5 in a row. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Kansas City, but don't be surprised if Vegas sneak it out.
All right. No, the Saints at the Jets. I'm taking the Jets.
Say the what? The Jets?
Yeah, I'm taking the Jets.
I'm taking the Saints.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jets.
Jets, I don't know about their quarterback. Both of them got terrible quarterback situation. But the Saints defense is probably about that much better than the Jets defense.
And probably a whole lot better. Probably a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
All right. So this game right here, though, I find to be very interesting. This is, like I said, Washington is 2 games behind Dallas. It's a divisional game, and they at Washington. Washington and Dallas, I'm going Washington. Let's go Washington.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Washington is probably the toughest team in that division. I'm going to go Washington too. Just for the fun of it. Because Cowboy fans make me sick.
Another divisional game.
Make my back itch.
Yeah, they do. But another divisional game is Atlanta at Carolina. I'm going Atlanta.
I'm going to go Carolina.
Carolina been quiet, a little too quiet for me, man.
Yeah, so has Atlanta.
Yeah, but, Seattle at Houston.
The battle of the bottom feeders. I'll take Seattle because they Houston. They're probably playing for that number 1 pick now. So
yeah, Seattle was still trying to save their season.
I thought I told them last week they done.
Detroit at Denver.
Ooh,
I'm going Detroit. Let's go. Let's get that second win. Got that first win. You know how it feels to win. You can carry that momentum that you got. We can kind of trust, put a little trust in Jared Goff now that he did a little final drive for the touchdown with a few defenders in the end zone. Threw it down low, wham. I'm going Detroit. Let's go and get this.
I gotta go Denver because Denver's defense is better than Minnesota. Like, I gotta go Denver.
You mean better than Detroit?
Who did Detroit play Sunday?
Detroit played Denver. You talking about better than Minnesota?
Last week, bro.
Oh, last week. Okay.
I don't think Denver's gonna give up a late touchdown to win the game. Like, I'm gonna take Denver because I like their secondary better.
Yeah, I do like that safety. What's his name? Simeon. What's his name? Justice Simeon. Something like that.
Patrick Surtain.
Anyways, Giants.
What up? I don't know.
Giants at Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Chargers. Tampa at Buffalo.
Tampa.
I think Buffalo gonna win.
I'm taking Tampa. Tampa. They on something. They doing December football stuff.
Tampa just can't be fooled with. I don't know what their problem is. Unless it's the Rams or somebody like that.
Unless it's somebody important, they ain't gonna fall.
Chicago at Green Bay, another rival game.
Green Bay.
Yeah, they coming out there. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers done rested his toe and everything. All right, this is another divisional game. It's a lot of good divisional games this week.
Division race heating up.
Rams at Arizona Monday night.
I got Arizona winning that game.
I'm going LA.
Handedly.
But that's a good game though. Now that is a good game. That's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah.
Few notable teams on the bye. It's the Colts. Watch out for them. We was just talking about the run game that we just seen from Buffalo and them. Run games is the key in cold weather, and Colts have a good run game with Jonathan Taylor over there. Miami's on the bye, New England is on the bye, and the Eagles on the bye. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna move on to the AFC, NFC playoff picture currently. Far as today. Let's get it.
For today, and the number 1 team in the AFC is the Patriots. Mm-hmm. Number 2 is the Tennessee Henrys. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to drop back down. Number 3 is the Baltimore Ravens. I don't think they're going to be there for long. Mm-hmm. Number 4 is the Chiefs. Number 5 would be the Chargers, who just mollywopped the Bengals. And number 6, of course, is the Bengals. And number 7 is the Bills. Mm-hmm. Teams in the hunt: the Steelers, the Colts, and the Raiders.
Still peaking. So, it's just like you said a few weeks ago when we was talking about the number 1 seed. Like, well, if you mess up now, you're
probably done with it. Like,
the Ravens lost 1 game and dropped 2 seeds. That's how close this AFC battle is. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that my Steelers get in there. I want us to get in there. I don't think we get far, but I don't want the season already going fast. I can at least ball out for the wild card. So
I just want 10 wins, to be honest. We got 8. I just want 2 more wins, and I'm done. But I don't have to go to playoffs this year. I've been to playoffs 3 years in a row. I ain't got to go this year.
Yeah, I feel like the Patriots right now is the worthy nominee for number one. Honestly.
I think they're the class of the AFC again.
Yeah.
Like, they took a year hiatus, and now they back.
It took 1 year without time. One year. That's crazy. Yeah. So I think Patriots going to keep number 1 seed. Between the Titans and the Ravens at number 2 and number 3. I think the Ravens might still push for that number 2 seed. The Titans might take a loss this week, and then the Ravens might win and get in that number 2. Chiefs been on fire for the last few weeks, so I think they might stay where they at or move up. Honestly, I see Patriots number 1, Ravens number 2, Chiefs number 3, Titans number 4, Chargers number 5, and I think the Bills might move up to number 6, and Steelers at number 7. I got to have my Steelers at number 7. Got to. So I'm either hoping for.
The only way the Steelers make it to number 7 is they got to beat Kansas City.
No, we got them. We got them coming up. I don't know whether we got them, but
you got them. You got them.
No.
You got them. You got to beat them to get in. Basically, I really feel like that game is going to be like the key to a playoff berth. But you got to beat them.
But we got 2 high seed teams that we playing back-to-back weeks. We got the Titans.
But y'all gonna smoke now.
Nah, that's easier said than done.
I'm telling y'all gonna smoke for the simple fact you don't have to contend with Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill. Come on.
I don't know. With that right there, they know how to play us. I'm sorry. I still got a little nightmare about them. But I feel like the AFC picture is going to change more than the NFC picture.
I agree.
Because it's such a tight race, man. I mean, it's hard to call right now, and how the season has been going throughout the season has shown that it's any given Sunday to any team.
Yeah.
So,
I look at it like this. You mentioned the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens is going to the playoffs. I think we drop down to at least the AFC, and I think that
that is funny coming from a guy that was just had no conviction.
Well, I got with no conviction. I'm saying I don't think we made the playoffs. We're done. It's
really?
over.
Are you kidding me?
The fat lady is singing. I hear her in the rafters. I'm sitting up in the nosebleeds, looking down on her, and she's saying, "Go to bed, brother."
I don't care how bad it may look. Ravens. I'll never count the Ravens out.
When your 2 starting corners are done for the year, when your offensive line is in shambles, the only person that I'm looking forward to seeing on Sunday is Devontae Freeman because he's been balling for us.
Yeah.
That's not going to get you in the playoffs because you got to be able to stop something too.
They might not go far in the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to drop all the way down to the 8 feet and be outside looking in.
We got Cincinnati again, who handed us a strong whooping. We got Green Bay and the Rams back to back. And then we got Pittsburgh coming to Baltimore after this Cleveland game. I have a feeling we're going to lose all 5 of them.
Well, I'm gonna write that down so we can pick it back off that. Take
a picture, write it down, screenshot. I'm being realistic. I mean, I'm a fan, but I'm a realistic person. Not the way we playing. As long as Greg Roman is the offensive coordinator, and as long as that offensive line is terrible, no. We gotta face Myles Garrett again. We gotta face daggone Preston Smith, the Smith boys up there in Green Bay. We got to face Aaron Donald and them boys. And then we got TJ Watt again. We are in trouble.
Oh, man. Moving on to the NFC, though. NFC got Cardinals, number 1, Packers, number 2, the Bucks at number 3, Cowboys at number 4, Rams at number 5, Washington is at number 6, 49ers is at number 7. Honestly, I think that is their playoff picture. Eagles is 6-7. Vikings is 5-7, about to be 5-8 when we get through with them. And the Panthers is 5-7. All those teams, I don't see them getting in. I think that is the solid number 7 in the NFC. Honestly, no lie.
The only team I can't say that I can put. I mean, Washington's playing some ball. I mean, they on a little streak right now. Ain't nobody talking about it. And I kind of want them to win that division, but the Cowboys, they started off pretty decent. But then you got the Eagles in contention too.
I don't think the Eagles gonna make it in. I feel like even if the Cowboys was to lose 3 games and they go 8-7, Eagles will probably still lose maybe 2 out of those 3 games.
True.
Cowboys gonna make it in. Vikings ain't gonna. They falling apart for now until they get Dalvin Cook back. They might be the only team that might be able to squeeze in at number 7 if the 49ers slip up, because the 49ers is sneaking too.
But do you trust the 49ers though?
I really like what the 49ers bring, especially in this time of season and the time of the year of the season where it get cold. They are known for running the ball. Even though Deebo Samuel is, dealing with injuries, whatever, they still bring a good run game. I mean, they beat Green Bay last year and not even throwing the ball. So so I'm not 100%. I'm like 65% confident in the 49ers just because they got a good run game. And it comes down to a run game when this weather and stuff you going up north and everything. So
because but think about it though, the only team they're facing the Seattle Seahawks, the Arizona Cardinals, who play in the Dome. You got the Rams and them. That's California.
Yeah.
So the run game is needed but not necessary, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then when you go to Seattle is really not hitting on that. And so, I mean.
Yeah. I feel like that's NFC, like I said, has a better solid picture than the AFC. Like, the AFC is wide open. Honestly, wide open.
Yeah.
But when you go to the NFC side, you'd be like, okay, well, team might bump up to the 2 seed, the 3 seed, or something like that, but it's not going to be teams that can sneak in looking out on the outside.
I really think the 49ers slip up though, and I think the Eagles get in on the technicality.
We'll see.
I think Arizona kind of takes that number 1 seed because it's by a game. It's like the Packers chasing. The Packers gonna be chasing them for the rest of the season. I just think the Cardinals got a better NFC record. You know what I'm saying? So I think they take that number 1. Tampa Bay. I think they stay where they are. They may rise up to 2 if the Packers somehow slip up. They coming off a bye. So if they somehow be rusty and slip up, the Packers slip up at least twice a year. So I see them, they had that first slip up back in the first week of the season. I like your take on Washington though. I'm gonna keep my eye on the Washington football team because they're playing some good ball.
They're pulling some upsets.
But the 49ers, I don't trust them.
You don't trust them.
I don't trust them.
I feel like they have a better shot. They'd probably make more noise than the Eagles would if they was to make it in, honestly.
Right.
Anything else you got to take on, FONZ?
No, I'm good on that front.
Okay, all right.
Great on that front, yeah.
So just to top this off with, I believe the AFC North notes. This is our division. I think we can start doing notes around the league, but we always going to start at AFC North.
Yeah.
Baltimore is first for now. They lost against us. We already know. Currently third in the AFC, 1 game ahead of the Bengals. They 1-2 versus AFC North opponents, 5-4 versus AFC opponents, and they're currently 8-4. The Bengals are second for now. They just lost to the Chargers. They number 6 in the AFC playoff picture. 1 game behind the Ravens. 5-3 versus AFC, and 3-1 versus AFC North opponents. The best team in the world for now is the Steelers.
I thought you was going. I ain't no Tampa Bay or Arizona was in this division.
The Steelers just won a close one. Number 8 in the AFC picture. They 1.5 games behind the Ravens. 4-4 versus AFC teams. 2-2 versus AFC North. So we got a tiebreaker. We got to beat somebody.
Y'all 6-6 against the AFC.
Be all right.
Tough.
And last but not least, last but not least, the last team in that division is the Browns. They just took a loss to the Ravens before that bye week. Week 13, currently number 11 seed. 3-5 versus AFC, 1-2 versus AFC North opponents. Currently 6-6. So
they about to be They about to be 2-2 versus the AFC North, and they about to be 7-6 come Sunday.
Okay, so that's because he got them beating his Ravens. But
pretty much.
Man. So like I said, it's a lot to watch. I believe slowly but surely we'll start looking at other divisions and start getting into because this playoff picture is building. We got 3 more weeks of regular season ball, and then we'll be ready for playoffs and be ready to crown our next Super Bowl champion. So
yeah, the Bengals might win that North though.
I don't know, man. I don't know about all that, but they got a strong chance.
They got a heck of a chance.
They swept us already, and then they might sweep y'all.
Oh, they gonna. I told you we ain't winning no more this year. I'm done. I'm ready for the draft.
Oh man, anything else you got to say, FONZ, for today?
No, man, we gonna go ahead and just shut it on down.
All right. So
yes, sir.
Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching once again. Listen, man, we still pushing for our goal, 50 subscribers, 100 views for this Christmas giveaway. Y'all tune in. Y'all do what you got to do. This is the last week, I believe. No, I think we got another show in between time.
Yeah.
We want to do it. If we're gonna do one, then this depends on y'all. We're gonna do one. We're gonna do it probably the week of Christmas, maybe. Might be taking a break, y'all. So
yeah.
But anyway,
got vacation plans, dog. So I gotta go.
But y'all tune in, man. Y'all definitely support the guys, man. We here for y'all.
We probably the hardest working people in show business.
Yeah, boy.
You know, God, no. I mean, y'all should see my setup. I have 2 monitors in front of me now. That's why I keep looking. But I mean, for the ones that do, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man, we definitely
from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah.
And you know, y'all stay tuned because the best yet to come.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Just not for my Baltimore Ravens. I put too much.
Right.
I invested too much of my heart into this team.
He a little sad this week, y'all. Y'all bear with him.
Maybe I feel better next week if we miraculously beat the Cleveland Browns. But
you'll be all right next week. I
don't care, dog. But anyway, for Bad Porch Sports Podcast, this has been your boy FONZ
and QUAN.
And brother, we out.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.